I mean, I've always heard people saying that you should think out of the box. I believe that you should think as if there's no box, right? You should not limit your thought. You should not limit the way you can take care of your own employees, their welfare, their well-being.
We have the pleasure of welcoming Kunjal Kamdar today to our interview series. I'm your host Anushka Rajesh from the PeopleHum team. Before we begin, just a quick introduction of PeopleHum. PeopleHum is an end-to-end OneView integrated human capital management automation platform, the winner of the 2019 Global Cody Award for HCM that is specifically built for crafted employee experiences and the future of work. We run the PeopleHum blog and video channel, which receives upwards of 200,000 visitors a year and publish around 2 interviews with well-known names globally every month. And now for our guest, Kunjal Kamdar is the Senior HR Specialist and Global Employer Branding Lead at Tieto-Every. He was part of SHRM Top 25 HR influencers on social media for several years. He's also the author of the famous Rambling HR blogs with over 100,000 hits. He also conducts a lot of social media workshops and corporate training. We're extremely happy and honored to have someone of his stature on our interview series today. Welcome, Kunjal. We're thrilled to have you.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for the kind introduction. Looking forward to share my thoughts and experiences with your team.
You're most welcome, and it's absolutely our pleasure. So, Kunjal, going on to the interview, can you tell us a little bit about the interesting work that you do and your social media workshops?
Right. My work, again, 5 days a week. The first thing that I do is open my laptop and I browse through social media channels, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Glassdoor, and so on and so forth. And then I open my Outlook. So that's the kind of profile that I have. But I am fortunate to work in the space of wherein I get a chance to enhance and leverage candidate experience as well as employee experience. It is satisfying because when you know and when you read the reviews and feedback of candidates as well as employees, you are happy. At times they are not happy, but then I guess this is an opportunity for you to then work harder, so that their experience is seamless and they are happy working with the organization. So it's like when they enter, they should be happy as well as they should be staying with the organization. So I think that is part of my job. In terms of workshops, yes, I started this in late back in 2010 and 2011. Wherein I had an opportunity to visit colleges and impart whatever little knowledge that I have of social media, because I think it's important for students as well as candidates to leverage the power of social media. So I have this opportunity on regular basis that I have this workshop. So far I've managed to meet and learn from say 1,000 odd students across India. So I think I'm fortunate to learn, because the more I share, the more I learn. That's what I believe.
Absolutely. And congratulations on that great number of people and workshops you've had. That's really great. Yeah. And it's great how you're leveraging social media and technology, because that is really the need of the hour. People are going more on social media now for any kind of movements, and it's really catching on. So that's amazing. Right. So Kunjal, according to you, how can we make the most of social media for hiring processes and in recruitment drives in organizations?
I think again, social media hiring is not something new. It's been there for years. Platforms come and go. I think it's more of how do we engage, because these days candidates are quite active on various social media channels. On the other hand, I think recruiters are also now starting to catch up, because they need to find where the talent is situated. So I think it's more of that race that we're trying to win. But at the end of the day, I think it's how you engage with the candidate or the talent. There's no point, maybe I go on LinkedIn and the first thing I do is, are you looking out for a job? That's not how the approach works, at least these days. It's more of what is in it for you. How are you selling the role, right? Because that is what matters to anyone, be it candidate or be it anyone. So I think it's important for us also to be active both the ways, as well as candidate, as well as us, whoever is trying to scout or look for this talent. I think more important, there are maybe 3 tips that I think I can share, is again based on my experiences. Ensure that you have a strong network. You have to be consistent also. Next, also be part of the communities where these talent are available and where they are more active. And third is, don't use these platforms like a job portal. That approach does not work. It's tried and tested. I can sure it does not work that way. So I think these 3 things, I think, are useful when we are talking about social media hiring.
That's really interesting, and that's quite a fresh perspective our audience is surely getting out there. So thank you. So the next question is actually a follow-up question. You know, candidate experience is often overlooked these days. So how do you think you can leverage technology and social media and how can that play a role in candidate experience and enriching that aspect of organizations?
Yeah, that's a good question. Again, I think there's this saying that a problem is a chance for you to do your best or give your best, right? So I think this situation has definitely brought out the best in everyone in terms of leveraging technology. Maybe I can give you a few examples in terms of, so just imagine maybe if you are a candidate, right? And you get a GIF on WhatsApp, or 30-second GIF about the organization. How cool would that be, right? Or maybe you get a welcome from the manager or the hiring manager, or you get a virtual tour of the office or the premises that you're going to work from, right? Your future office. Or you get a personalized, say, birthday or anniversary from the organization from which you have applied. Because these days, as you know, all these data, at least in India, it is available and people are comfortable sharing it in their application forms. So I think we need to leverage this, and technology again is there for our advantage. It's just a matter of what is your intent, right? If you're actually passionate about engaging with the candidate, these things are quite easily possible. I mean, that's what we can do. We can have these kind of in virtual meetups with the candidates now that we are going through this tough phase. But I think at the end of the day, it's more of how much actually you care about the candidates. If you do, then all these things are a piece of cake. If you actually are passionate about these things.
Absolutely. It all boils down to the engagement aspect, whether it's candidates or employees, using social media as an engagement platform, right?
Yeah.
That's really great. So, Kunjal, do you think, employee experience will now look, a little different in the future with the coronavirus and the whole financial crisis that's there? So, what are the certain aspects that you think that we should consider in the whole employee experience part of it?
Right. I think, see, no matter what we as organizations or we as employees do, good or bad, employees will never forget it, at least in this situation, because this is a right opportunity for us to uh, continue doing what we are and also live the values, because every organization has a value, right? Value and mission. So if we actually truly do that, then I think the employees will never forget the goodwill factor also. I think employee experience is not a new concept, but I guess it is now more popular because everybody is talking about it. See, at the end of the day, what is employee experience is nothing but you just need to identify these touch points in an employee's journey, right from the day he or she works in an organization, the onboarding, the work, right, the experience that you give to him or her, and also it's more important of experience should be consistent. It should not happen that I just have a 1 week of wow experience and then I just forget, and then at the last day of the person resigning, then I get in touch with him or her. So I don't think so that is what employee experience is. It's more of being consistent and also focusing on the moments that matter for an employee, right? Because an employee life cycle is quite long these days, again depending on what year that you spend in the organization. But I think, I mean, again, it's important, right? The employer that we are talking about ensures that they have these kind of small moments that matter. They celebrate their success. They celebrate their first recognition. They celebrate their work anniversary, right? So this is something which I think technology definitely will help us in achieving this, and at a larger scale also. So even if you have a 50,000 employee strength or 1 lakh employee strength, these things are easily made possible. So I think these are the things that we should focus on their journey, rather than just coming up with certain policies wherein they are not interested or they are not happy with. So we need to be consistent first, and then things will fall in place. I think that is the approach that ideally we should take care of.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more on this one. Sustainability is really key to an organization's success. Absolutely. And it's amazing how you spoke of technology and social media as an enabler in bringing the human aspect in organizations.
Right.
That's great. Kunjal, just to kind of wrap this interview up, do you have any last sound bites you'd like to leave our audience with?
I think again, what I believe is within every problem lies an opportunity, and I think we should seize this moment. People, I mean, I've always heard people saying that you should think out of the box. I believe that you should think as if there's no box, right? You should not limit your thought. You should not limit the way you can take care of your own employees, their welfare, their well-being. So I think first tip would be consistent, be active on social media, also try to follow relevant people, industry leaders, because there are so many of them all around that you look. A lot of things that you can learn from them. And also once you learn, then also try to implement these things, because just having knowledge will not help, right? As I said in earlier also, the more you share, the more you learn. So that's maybe my piece of advice that I thought I could share with the audience.
Absolutely. That's great. I think our audience are really going to benefit from that a lot. Thank you so much, Kunjal. It was an absolute pleasure interviewing you today. And it was personally a really good learning experience for me. And I think if I can learn so much in like 10, 15 minutes, I think our audience are surely going to benefit from this too. And thanks so much for taking the time and sharing your views with us. It really means a lot.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, and looking forward to maybe learn and share as we move along.